WWE had their press conference this week.
Yes.
Formally announcing the upcoming Netflix,
the
streaming.
Triple H era.
Yes.
I'm so glad that, because like last week we had the conversation, and sometimes like I feel like such a homer, when I just kind of gave Endeavor the credit, Oh no, I think it's because I just don't want to fucking like sound like I'm just blowing my buddy every chance I get. So it was like so nice for Michael Cole to come out and say that we're now in the Triple H era. And I'm like, fucking damn right we are.
And you can say it now.
Yeah, I can say it. Like, fucking suck my cock. The fucking it's the
in
Paul,
the bathroom sink if you need to find it.
It's right. It's the Paul Levesque era. You can call him Triple H if you want to. That's up to you. But it's Paul Triple H Levesque. I think that's the way they covered it. But it is. And it's like, yeah. It was so strange because I'm watching this and I'm fucking, I'm proud, man. That's my boy up there. And it was like this Gordon Gekko moment of fucking greed is good, Paul is good, and it's that, and it kind of feels like that, or that disclosure when Donald Sutherland goes, there's an old Chinese proverb that says, "Let us live in interesting times," during that Demi Moore movie. And this is when Michael Douglas thinks he's going to get the push, but they give it to the woman below him. And I think her name was Miriam in the movie. And but anyway, it kind of had that feel to it, And then the next thing you know, it's like we got people cutting wrestling promos
at the press conference.
And all of a sudden, it's 1995. It's actually 1994, and I'm watching Bam Bam and LT cutting promos along with me and Sean and wherever the fuck we were for that WrestleMania. And it felt so fun. It was so, the coverage was almost like out of respect for LT. But it was so, you bring that, as soon as you bring that pro wrestling, but at the same time, that's that's their product. That's what they're marketing to, And
well, that's the thing. I ask myself all the time, Kevin, as a viewer, am I the one hanging on to something that will never be again? Am I out of touch with what's cool? I don't see anything cool. Not anything. I shouldn't say that. I often don't see anything cool. And I don't mean, ooh, that was a cool move. Something that exudes cool.
I think that in order for you to be, for that to have worked for you, that press conference, see, like, I was absolutely invested in WrestleMania. And when Dwayne came out at WrestleMania, that pulled me in, and he kind of blurred the lines a little bit.
Exactly. The whole lead up to it too. The only time I've really been invested in, I guess, the last 10 years was what they did this past year with Dwayne.
And to me, it was little things like when he fucking whipped Cody, and then it was like that secondary camera shot, that's all you need is that fucking you've got to do that. If it wouldn't have been another camera shot telling me when Rock basically says, Don't tell me we're fucking clear. He fucking snags on him. He fucking hits him once or two, one or two more. Like, okay, we're clear. Now they're all of a sudden from that, you can see the camera that was shooting it. POV changes, and Rock turns around and goes, "Don't tell me we're fucking clear." And he whacks him two more fucking times. Now you've taken it from what I'm fucking programmed to know as a work, and now you've blurred that line.
Right.
Even though I know that it's not, it's just that I appreciate so much that. I need that. I need that effort. It's like I haven't been following as closely as I wanted to, but the fact that fucking Cody took the pile driver and fucking like if you watch that in slow motion, it's Kevin Owens can. There's a fucking clip that I saw on Instagram of him tossing somebody like into the turnbuckle, like out of a power bomb type thing. It was crazy. Like he just he can do some fucking crazy. But you know he obviously he took care of Cody because they wouldn't have put Cody, you know, who's their kind of their fucking branded guy. They wouldn't have put him in that situation. I thought it was fucking. It made me feel so good to see that winged eagle back.
Of the belt.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, thank you.
Hmm.
You know, thank you for fucking because everything else I couldn't tell fucking if somebody forgot the belt and they went to Target and picked it up. You know, so you know, like the winged eagle is just like, oh. And I'm sure I'm biased because that's the belt I carried, but you know, Hogan was the first one to have that winged eagle. So, you know, they put Cody in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they fucking said that they gave a medical report that said that you know there wasn't any permanent damage, but he did have a bruised spinal. Like you know, they went that extra, and then I watched Busted Open. I watched a fucking clip on Busted Open, and Bubba was like, "What they need to do right now there is fucking Kevin Owens needed to fucking you know, when Triple H got in his face, he needed to pile drive him." And I'm thinking,
That Paul needed to pile drive?
no, Kevin Owens needed to pile drive fucking Paul. And I'm
Oh,
saying,
that's not good.
okay, so Kevin Owens a fucking wild card, and he pile drives Paul. Now the only thing that makes sense is Paul fucking presses charges, and Kevin Owens gone. Like that's the
To
only.
keep it believable,
Yeah, he's
you're
gone.
fucking fired. Right. Yeah.
I got 3 fucking. I just put a daughter in college. You don't fucking put your hands on me.
Right.
You fucking you took my made man and fucking almost paralyzed him, and then you're gonna put your hands on me, and you're gonna stay a part of this fucking company? Fuck no. So, but they're looking at it from the wrestling bubble.
Yeah. Right.
From the wrestling bubble, and fucking everything. Like Mark Henry said, I got fucking goosebumps. I'm like, I just threw up in my mouth. Like if you want to keep it real, you got to keep it fucking real. You know.
Right.
The days of fucking burying somebody alive on TV, nah.
Well, that's the thing is, and there's a separation generationally, but also you talk about the wrestling bubble. How much is acceptable in that believability scale varies on what the person wants from wrestling. My believability, I was able to suspend disbelief and have fun with the late 90s stuff, the Russo stuff, the NWO stuff. It was unpredictable, it was fun, and you never knew what you were going to get. The characters were cool, the bad guys were cool again, and then ECW. I was able to suspend disbelief because it really looked like they were killing each other and were.
But and it's like
The P has said, Kevin Sean, the show is fantastic. It's like talking with my older and younger brothers. So much fun. Big Kev, while in the business, did you prefer working heel or face more? And in acting, did you prefer comedic roles to action or dramatic roles?
absolutely heel and comedy.
Now, they say you need a part of you to be an effective wrestler on camera. Is it because you are more heel than face in
I'm
daily life?
fucking a prick.
Very good. Chris
I
Bonduck.
got 51% prick gene,
and
49%
and 11% Neanderthal.